Have you ever felt as though the weight of your past trauma keeps pulling you back, no matter how desperately you try to move forward? Like every step toward healing is met with a force that holds you captive, keeping you in place? What if there's a different way to approach this struggle? One that could completely transform your experience. Let me share a story. Imagine someone who has carried the heavy burden of their trauma for years. They've come to see themselves through the lens of being a victim, not because they want to, but because it's the only way they've managed to make sense of their suffering. That pain has become so intertwined with their identity that letting it go seems impossible. It feels like it's part of who they are. But what if I told you that there's a way to shift how you relate to that pain? That instead of fighting the trauma or running from it, the real path to healing begins with embracing the power you already have to change your emotional reality, even though you didn't cause the wound. This is where it gets difficult. Stepping away from the role of the victim is no easy feat. It's deeply painful because it feels like abandoning something that has been protecting you for so long. You might even feel as though people are asking you to forget the hurt, or that by moving on, you're somehow dismissing what you've been through. But that's not the case. Your pain is valid. What happened to you was unjust. However, accepting responsibility for your emotional healing isn't about denying your trauma. It's about reclaiming your power. It's recognizing that while you didn't choose what happened to you, you now have the choice in how you respond to it. This is where your power lies. This is where the journey toward healing truly begins. Even with this realization, the process is far from easy. There's a fear that arises, a fear that letting go of the victim role means losing a part of yourself, a part that has been tied to your trauma for so long. It's terrifying to step into the unknown, to redefine your relationship with your past. But here's the truth. It's natural to feel afraid, and it's okay to feel resistant. But here's the turning point. Relinquishing the victim identity doesn't erase what happened to you. It doesn't minimize your trauma or invalidate your pain. In fact, it allows you to honor your journey in a deeper, more profound way. It gives you the space to define yourself by your strength and resilience, rather than by what broke you. You move beyond mere survival, and you start to reclaim your life. This journey, from victimhood to responsibility, is undoubtedly challenging. It's uncomfortable, it's raw, and it requires time. But it is also the most empowering journey you can take. Because healing isn't about erasing your past. It's about reclaiming your future. So the question is, are you ready to take that first step?